The $70 price for Pokemon Legends EA is just the tip of the iceberg. An expensive DLC announced before the game even launched has many fans asking, has Nintendo finally gone too far? We'll explore this topic and many more in the video, so stay with me. The price of the game. A lot of people have this notion that this right here, the DLC coming out before the game launched, is scummy because it's basically extra content locked behind a paywall on release day. And if the content was available on release, why isn't it just part of the game? And that argument is very valid. Although to me personally, what it is I think my hot take is that $100 is not a bad price for a game to me. Like, should they just have more of the price of this game needs to be $100 for all the content we put into it. And the idea that for them to charge more, that they would have to just give it to us later. Yeah, but like $100 games have been around for a while. You've just been buying deluxe editions or platinum editions that have aesthetic-based content or something that you can get over time anyways, where this is, you're paying $30 more for more content. And when else would you really want this? I mean, if you're not a competitive player, you really don't want it in a place where, like, it doesn't matter to you when the DLC drops. You're going to play it whenever it drops. Pokemon as a company, they have lots of other basically products that they're selling. They're trying to sell you more entertainment, and they're trying to keep a bunch of different fan bases happy. There's nostalgia fans, there's shiny hunting fans, there's competitive fans. But these are usually amazing games. And the only thing where people have problems with the fumbles is that they made a fateful remake basically of games that were already didn't feel polished, and then they didn't polish them, but they did make a few upgrades with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. That folly makes people afraid, and people get loud when they want to question a different decision. And this is more of like, you're getting more game for $30, but I guarantee you this game will be playable without the DLC. So where some companies charge $100, they charge an extra $30, $40, $50, and you're not getting more game. So to me, that's more scummy than this is. And I know personally that Pokemon games, I'm going to put 300, 400, 500 hours into this. I'm really not worried about it. It's a value to me. 500 hours for $100. What is that, 50 cents an hour? I'm paying 50 cents to play this game for an hour? I'll do it. I'll pay that. Where else can you do that? Go get entertained for an hour for 50 cents. 2 hours for $1. Like, I'm fine with that. That's a good value to me. But if it's not a value to you, maybe you like Zelda. I guarantee you there's Zelda fans out there that, if they want to start putting paid DLC in Zelda, or you're buying amiibos, you're buying extra stuff to go along with the game. It's like they're giving you more content, but you got to pay for it. And if they're going to give their employees a raise, give you better products, give you grow the company so you can keep getting better products faster and more of them all of the time, they've got to make more money. That's just how the world works. And I know people don't want to hear that. They want to just be like, I don't want to pay more money. But guess what? You're going to have things. You're going to have nice things. And we're getting nice things most of the time. Sometimes they make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. They go lean too far in one direction. The last two games, not the remakes, but the last two games, they're adding playable content. Arceus was a big shift. But you got new Pokemon. You got post-game content, replayable content. In Sword and Shield, you got replayable content with the raid dens. And you got more with more replayable content with the DLCs where you could go get your legends and everything. They're building more and more replayable content into these games in different ways. So they're not just making them beat the game, catch the Pokemon, put the game down, go away. They don't want that. They want to keep you entertained. They want to keep you having fun, and they keep building it into the games, and people are just not understanding that model, that they're making these games more and more replayable. Red and blue, yellow, black and white, X and Y, you play the game, you catch the Pokemon, you move the Pokemon into home or whatever, or bank or wherever you're moving them to, restart the save file, play through the game again. Same thing again. This time I'll use this Pokemon. Well, it's like, now they're giving you things where you don't have to restart the adventure. You can just keep playing and growing. There's usually growth to be done. You can, hey, I'm going to beat raids with this Pokemon. I'm going to farm with this Pokemon. Now you can do all of this stuff. I'm going to beat the battle tower with this group of Pokemon. You know, you can keep trying and learning, and it's more than just restart your save file. And people had fun doing that. Like, people still do it. People still start new playthroughs of Red and Blue all the time. You know, they're good games for that. But so are these. And these games hold value, and they know that. With game key cards, they've given us a way to sell digital games. You're selling a digital game, but you have an actual, like, it's a physical copy. But people are worried about that. You're going to be able to actually get a digital. You're getting a game, the physical key card. You can give it to somebody else, and they can use it. It's not the same as a digital download. A digital download, you put it on your thing, you're not taking it anywhere else, and you're not selling it to anybody. That's yours. But people want to be up in arms about everything, like every decision, every change. I don't like it. Well, they're doing their best to keep the company growing so they can keep giving you Pokemon. Do you just want Pokemon? Do you want to be in charge of Pokemon so they die, or do you want the smart people to be in charge of Pokemon so that we keep getting Pokemon games? We can let them know when we're not entertained, when they do Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and don't give it a really good polished upgrade. But they know that. That's why they moved a whole nother company into Ilka. You know, they put, like, you're not going to mess this up again. Like, maybe they have a contract with them and they've got to make 7 games or something, and they screwed up. So they're going to fix that. That problem's going to be righted. Next remakes we get, they're going to be good. They're going to be the best remakes we get. I guarantee it. People are still going to complain because that's what people do on the internet, but it's going to be fantastic. If you want to see more of me and my friends, watch this video or check out my Twitch.